My name is Stephanie Everly Soso from Mrs. Moss second period class, and this is my book blog. The book I decided to read is Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. It's a science fiction book and it's awesome. The book is based on the reports of one Charlie Gordon, a guy living as a janitor at one of the bakeries. And let's just say he's mentally challenged. Because the word retarded seems like a really harsh word. Charlie Gordon is a really nice guy. He does not lie. He tells the truth. Even though that might mean keeping news from people. And he loves his family. Even though his mom might not also love him, which I find heartbreaking. But Charlie Gordon is still one of the most human beings, much more human being than many of us who do not have this difficulty of mentally challenged, that can actually spell, write, and all these stuff, but we do not see humanity. A challenge Charlie Gordon faces is one many of us has been challenged before, and that is finding love. He has never been with a woman. His family does not give him the love he needs, should give him, and he has no respectable real friends that can actually give him something, sentiment. Okay, that's really cruel. A cruel world. You know what I mean. Honestly, I think his only true friend in the whole story is the mouse, named Algernon, by the way. But that's pretty sad, if you ask me. So Charlie gets an operation, and you know for what? It's to raise his IQ. Whole reason he's doing the operation is because he wants to be accepted by someone, anyone. Remember how I said Charlie wanted to find love, and since he's never been with a woman, he decided to find one. Sort of. It was his teacher, his night class teacher that he went to each night for retarded adults, Miss Alice Kinnian. That's her name. Honestly, Alice is really kind to Charlie. Even she didn't want to hurt his feelings. She took her time with him. She saw something special in Charlie, the old Charlie, before the operation, everything. She felt something for him still. Even though Charlie really wants to be with Alice, there's some challenges along the way that are an impediment, that they do not allow him to get close to her. But what about other women? And he faces someone who's been committing a crime, but I won't tell you what crime it is. I won't spoil it. He has issues, psychology in the brain, but not the mental retardation. No, much worse. Something to do with his childhood and maybe people close to him not caring anymore. Did not spoil it. And the biggest rising action of all, which I will ask in a question: what will come from the operation? Can you imagine a world where someone out there finds out a way to help all these people who are mentally challenged? I won't use retarded, too harsh of a word. Mentally challenged, but finding a way to do that, it's amazing. It's a mind explode. That's how big it is. The real life message. I don't know about what you will get when you read this book, because you can get 1,000 thousand things in this book about a theme. But I can tell you one thing that I want you to know, that what I think it is. I think is do not change yourself. It will turn you completely irreversible. You'll be a different person. Like what happened to Charlie Gordon. I mean, he got a higher IQ. That's one way he changed. But how else he changed? I wonder. I almost forgot Professor Neumer. I don't know how to pronounce it because that's a weird name. Weird way to spell your last name for a professor. Who knows? Professors have weird names these days. Anyways, he does not, in my opinion, does not care about Charlie. He does not care about him in a human way. He only cares about him to show other people what he has done. The miracle that he has done. I mean, many Christians would not like this story because, you know, God forbids this. You cannot change people who they are. God made you this way. Anyways, back to Neumer. I think he may, and I say may, be self-centered. In my opinion, he goes up and beyond, but not for the rest of everybody, just for him. He wants to be famous, most proud, known professor in the world, being able to fix someone's mind, the way of someone's thinking, fix mental retardation. Sorry, but he just doesn't care that Charles is actually a human being, not as an experiment. Like, he treats Charles like the mouse, like he's like a rodent. Like, oh look, this rodent. He's a rodent. It's no big deal. He's small. He's tiny. He doesn't matter. I'm the big guy. No, that's not. That's how I see him. I'm sorry. If you read the book, you'll agree with me. My book rating for Flowers for Algernon. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry. Still a great book. For me, I'll give it a 4. A 4 because honestly, I wanted to see more of what happened at the end of the story, and it's surprising me. I mean, hello. I wonder. Never mind. You have to read it. Guess what happens? If you don't want to guess, read it. If you are a sucker for romance stories and somehow you're a sadist, or because everything's a challenge for Charlie. Everything's a challenge. If you're one of those people, you'll love this book. I'm so serious right now. And also, serious people, this is not like a mystery novel. You will not find questions here. You will not like this book. If you're looking for mystery, go. Well, that's another thing. Anyways, the book Flowers for Algernon, mentioned that name a bunch of times, is for people who like drama, who like maybe this could happen book. The science fiction part of it all explains everything. Like, it could happen. You wish it would happen. It's like a tiny world. You get to experience how someone that is mentally challenged thinks, wants, all this stuff. And you realize how people really are who have special needs. And it's an amazing thing to share this information, because then you'll start being more human in other people's mind, in your mind. That's what I love about this book.